Howdy folks, I want to talk to you about a strategy that is much more efficient than the prevalent strategy out there involving either 1. Dispels minions being summoned, and 2. Doing heals every so many rounds to summon the healing ads. This strategy is just as safe, much faster, and overall has a little bit less risk than any of the other strategies. 1. The fire dispel strategy, you have the risk because you're tying up 2 people to do dispels if you're going to try to blade 2 blades or 2 traps or whatever every round. So you think about it, you need minimum of 8 blades plus feint if you're using Rusalska's, or you need 9 blades and a feint for any other attack except for the bare minimum like bugs and stuff like that, which you need 10 blades and feint to do. The exception to that is if you get a critical off. Critical is a bit random because yes, you can even put your critical to 100%, boss can still block. So in my opinion, it is actually much better for you to actually go for the 100% guaranteed win of the full-on blades that I mentioned versus going too short and hoping for the critical doesn't get blocked. And this is how your guys should be set up. Okay, for your hitter, you see here I'm a low damage storm. Again, so don't make fun of me for that. But this is also gives a good example of the minimum stats that you need. At 90% damage boost, I have 61% crit and 32% armor piercing. This will pierce all the bosses resist. So unless he puts a tower shield up, I'm good. I'll kill the boss every single time. Exactly how this strategy should be played out. Alright, for your deck. This is how your hitter's deck should be set up. Well, we'll take these out just to streamline it. Because, a lot of times, too many people don't do this strategy, so I have to, anticipate them. But if you're following this strategy, this is the minimum what your attacker should have. You have your Astrophobia for additional pierce if you need it. I mean, that's up to you. You can also use, show it here, the Vengeance. We'll go ahead and put that in there. Just these two here, I can have 100% critical. 2 rounds, 100% critical. Now I just have to worry about the boss blocking. So, like I said, it's not really efficient because you think about it. 2 turns to put these on, 2 turns to put on blades. What's the difference? Alright, so you see here I have a regular Storm Blade, a Sharpened Storm Blade, Pet Sharpened Storm Blade, and Gear Blade. So right there I have 4 blades that I can pop on myself. I have 2 attacks, gives me a little bit of versatility. If I need additional versatility, I can either carry in my deck or in side deck, say an owl or something, which takes out the shadow, so it does about the same amount of damage, yada yada yada. Alright, that's how your hitter should be set up. He's able to cast 4 blades on himself, very minimalist deck, you can have a shuffle. I would suggest having a shuffle, so if something, oh my god, happens and you don't have you didn't kill, you can shuffle, get your blades back, and you get all your attacks back that you used, and he shouldn't be that much. I've sat there, I can sit there myself, I put 7 blades on, I'm looking, okay, put the feint down, I'm looking at killing if I critical, and there's a few times I've had to just try to get the fight over, and oh crap, it doesn't work. Well, I shuffle and we're back in business. Well, 90% of the time. A few times you die just because there's no healers, which granted they're useful, but they're not needed for this fight. That's whether you have someone that's capable of healing the team. That's up to you. All right, let's go on to the ad slayer. Since this is very, very, very dependent on that. So for this setup, for the casing, I've set up fire for that. My fire has low pierce, but it's better than my other character that has high pierce, which is Death, who only has Scarecrow as his cheapest AoE. So not very effective for ad slaying. Alright, You can see here I have 20% armor piercing. That's low. I mean, I'm not even able to kill him in the first round. Alright? So, what are we going to do to fix that? You know, so you can look at these stats, but they're not really that important for a minion slayer. Because all you're worried about is killing the things. So, again, you know, only 62% damage boost. Fine. So, here's how my deck's set up. I have 4 meteors, 4 extraordinaries. You can use infallible if you want, or the fire version of astrophobia. I prefer using these because you put it on there, 100% chance to hit. Hey, the only thing that can make me miss now is if he does a raging bull on me. I also put an additional 15% pierce on it. I don't have to waste a round putting on the infallible. So I am literally 100% always ready to cast anytime I need to. Then for my blades, I have 4 elemental blades, which I can cast these in at any time. The guy doing your elemental blades should not be your minion slayer if you have someone else capable. But if he's the only one capable of doing it, then use him. Because you really shouldn't be in the fight that long. You know, he should be using a deck that gives him that extra pip. You know, so he starts out with 2 power pips and a white pip. So let's see here. You know, got sharpen blade, so you can do a sharpen elemental, regular elemental, gear, pet. So right there, just there, 4 elemental blades, all unique, and plus the gear. So right there, with just elemental blades, I put on 5 elemental blades without even touching TC. You know, I said I prefer to try to make my build where I don't rely on TC. If you want to use them, that's fine. Just whatever gets the job done. I set it up so I don't have to use TC. You know, and that way someone else can use them if they want to. Alright, so that's your minion slayers. And you know, you want about 30, at least 33, 32, 33 pierce minimum for your ad slayer. Whether he gets it from gear, gets it from extraordinary, gets it infallible, it doesn't matter. As long as he has that much, so he can kill him second turn at the latest. I would advise though that if you want to even avoid the chance of wild bolt killing, that you use balance or someone like that who's using 0 pip blades to do that. That way they can attack every other turn. Versus this build, you would have to rely on only when you have 2 power pips. Alright, let's go on to the balance, which is your idealistic alternate. I said, as long as you have any way of doing 3 unique blades, you're going to get this strategy done. So let's look at here. Okay, this is the easy mode for balance. You're spamming Blade Storm. I see I got it simplified. So you're going to go Sharpen Blade Storm, Gear Blade Storm, Gear Sharpen Blade Storm, and Pet Sharpen Blade Storm. So those are your 5 Blade Storms. Alright, so now let's look here at the other deck. Here's the other deck. Hey, it looks exactly the same. All you're doing is you're changing out from Blade Storms to Balance Blade. You're going to have, just with 2 balance, a storm or fire for your hitter, and anyone with elemental blades. It could be another balance, it could be a fire, it could be an ice, it could be a live, it doesn't matter. As long as they have the elemental blades. Alright. Hey, now you got how many blades do we have? So we got 5 rounds on this deck, 5 blades with the other, 5 blades with the elemental blades, and the storm can do 4. So right there off the bat is 19 possible blades that you can cast in this fight. So let's imagine the fight. Round 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blades. How many do you say we need? Well, let's go say we're gonna use bugs. Alright, so we need 10 blades and a feint. Alright, so round 2. 2, 3, 4, or 5, 6, 7, 8, or 5, 6, 7, and attack. Alright, so let's say he attacked. So, you know, you didn't want to risk any wild bolts. Alright, so now you have 7 blades up. No minions are up now. All minions are dead. So you go blade, 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 blade. How many blades is that now, people? You had 7, you added 4 more, that's 11. How many did we say you needed? You needed 10 plus feint? Sounds like we're already good. See, now you have 11 blades on your hammer. You have all adds up, first round. So now you can do, let's say here, you can do more blades. So everybody does another 3 blades. That's 14 blades, and he hits. Bugs. Hey, it kills everything. And here's the thing about this strategy. Think about it. He's Storm. He does bugs. Hey, they're dead. Boom. Hey, he's Fire. Raging Bull. They're dead. Ice. He does whatever the new shadow base attack is for him. I don't know the name. Ice hasn't gotten it yet. Boom. They're dead. Myth. Boom. They're dead. Death. Boom. They're dead. Life. I never calculate on life. Life shouldn't be hitter, just in most cases, just because of the fact that many people. Life is not a traditional hitter. They're actually you'd be better off with someone else who's actually a more traditional hitter. Their attacks, because life is going to be using Forest Lord. All the attacks are not going to be efficient enough. So, as you can see, pretty much in the class, you're going to sit there. End of the 4th round, you're going to have 14 blades, and they're going to be all dead using this strategy. Versus if you do heals. Okay, let's do heals. So you all heal the first round. So first 3, or I'll say first 3. Let's say the first. We'll do this if it first 3 heal. Boom. So now you got the 3 healing adds up. All right. So the 4th guy, he does a blade. So you got 1 blade now. So the next round, first round of the adds, everybody blades. So that's 5 blades. Second round, everybody blades. Okay, so now you got 9 blades. 4th round, everybody blades. Alright, so now you got 13 blades. Okay, so yeah, you'll kill. But here's the thing, you took 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds to get there. Now here's the deal. Let's say they go first. They blow up. So let's see here. You got all healing. Well, they could all do They could all do heals, I suppose, on the boss. But what they don't? What if they all target your hammer, and they all attack? Now your hammer's dead. Now you just lost it all that time. Versus my strategy, you are building on the fact that there's ads out there that can kill you. But instead of taking 3 people to take care of them, you send one person. Much safer. If you kill them you kill Storm Ads in the first round. All they do is put on Windstorm. What does Windstorm do? All Windstorm does is go, hey, if they blow up or they reach the signature and do an insane blow, they do 25% additional damage. Other than that, there is nothing in that fight that takes advantage of Storm traps. Nothing. Just the Storm minions. So why would you be worried about them? You kill them, and so you go with the strategy where I showed you with the fire, using the accuracy and chance. Only thing that could make you miss, is if the boss did Raging Bull. So you're pretty much guaranteed to always hit. So, and I said, yeah, and there's that slight chance that he could do something. That's one reason why I say, kill that second, that first round they're up. Hey, guess what? You did 4 blades, attacked 1 person instead of 3 people being tied up, took out all the minions, and now you got a flat board again. You don't have to worry about it. And I said, if you can't survive 4 rounds, you might want to look at your resist. Just saying. You can even go with an ice and have him be your answer. He should be able to resist everything. Alright, I'll show you my ice here. I'm going to show you how an ice can be quite powerful. And I'll be honest, my ice isn't. I don't have the perfect gear to even do the perfect tank strategy for this fight. So. Alright, this is my ice. So you can see here, I got low damage, Hey, I got some pretty good resist. Unfortunately, I went to ice, but I'll tell you now. You could with an ice, you could probably solo that fight as long as you knew what you're doing and you had the right gear. Which by the right gear, I'm talking about like level 100, 110, Jade, and all that. So you'll be looking at pretty much immunity after and of course the right pets. So you get a proof defy, fire ward, ice ward, storm ward, and life ward pet. Which yes, you will need a gem for that. But here's the deal: that will give you at minimum 101, 101, 101, 101. So let's see here, 8% pierce. Hey, so that puts you down to 93% resist after percent. What can you use to counter that? Shields. You only lay down one. Hey, quickly take it out and you start taking damage. Or you can keep up, fortify, 15% resist. Hey, that's taken care of. You all have to keep putting that up every 4 rounds, and you will get it done. Like I said, here's my resist. Okay, 12%. That's just 12%, and here's my gear for that. Got 5%. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. So right there. So 6. Sir. 6, 12. Everybody want to say 18. 18 plus 12 is 30. So just with using that, I can have 30% pierce with this tank gear. Tank gear. Not very good for our pierce. 30%. That will allow me to kill the ads every second round. Guess what? Now he has aggro on the boss, as long as no one else is doing any heals or attacks or anything like that. So what's it gonna do? So now I'm taking, the ice is gonna be taking all the damage. Hey, yeah. Pretty simple. You could also be doing, of course, are great, awesome. Yeah, passed it. And passed it again. Oh, there's Legion Shield. Hey, you know what? You do Legion Shield, you do Guardian. Hey, guess what? You heavily reduce the damage to your allies too. So that's another thing I can do. I know a lot of people don't do that because a lot of people don't really like to tank. But you do that, you can do this. 3 Legion Shields. Just get some towers out there in the blades, whatever. Something. A lot of different ways, strategies you can use to do this. You just gotta use your head and think outside the box. And that is your most efficient way you're gonna get the fight is literally dump those blades fast and early. You only need to kill the ads one time before your hammer hits. And you said I'm just focused on what's the minimum that you're gonna be able to put out there. I'm not looking. Okay, you put a feint. Okay, feint takes place of 2 blades, 2 buffs. So that would speed it up. You see where I'm going with this? The more efficient you are with your blading, the faster you're going to get the fight done. And the faster you get the fight done, the faster you can go out and re-enter and fight them again. So, hope you all enjoyed that.